We've just come out of the meeting on spontaneity, horizontalism, and organization. What do you think was really interesting about the meeting today?
I thought it was very interesting. I mean, really well attended. And what I thought was really good about the discussion is that the first speaker gets up and he's like, I'm an anarchist, I'm a computer theorist. I thought I would disagree with everything in this meeting. And then he listed a couple of his disagreements. And what was interesting was that you could really relate to some of the arguments that came out about consensus decision making or about horizontalism and leaderlessness, and really unpick, because of what I've been doing in terms of studying for the meeting and what I'd said in the meeting. I think it really helped in terms of me figuring out, I can particularly see where he's coming from now. I can see where he's coming from. I might disagree with him, but I think I know a bit better why I disagree with him. And I think that came out in the discussion afterwards as well. What you could see was that it wasn't simply people were lining up to get up and say, oh, well, I think this or I think that. There was a real sense of engagement. So what do we mean by spontaneity? Actually, we think spontaneity is a good thing. We just don't think that spontaneity in itself either explains what's happening or is enough to get us to where we want to go. What do we mean when we talk about networks? We're actually saying that networks mean that there's no leaders. Actually, I don't think that that's necessarily the case. And so I think it was a very useful meeting for unpacking some of these ideas and really thrashing them out. And it's a good start for Marxism, hopefully.
And you mentioned a few traditional and Marxist writers. What are the key writers that people should go back to and read?
Well, on this subject, I think that obviously the people that are really crucial are Lenin, Luxemburg, and Gramsci. I mean, to come to grips with these huge questions. But also there are any number of very, very good, more contemporary writers. And within our own tradition, people like Colin Barker, who's written a lot about these elements of social movements, people like John Molyneux, Alex Kalinikos, and of course, crucial article that everyone should read, Chris Harman on spontaneity in ISJ issue 104. Look it up on the internet, it's fantastic.